Last time on DragonBall Z.
Not too fond of Hercule quite yet. The Capsuleception! We're on another fetch quest. This one we actually care about. And we should stock up on cookies. See, I know Mrs. Brief means well, but it's coming across less out of concern and more like we're a sick puppy that has reflux. Regardless, we're maxed out on cookies now, which is pretty neat. Anyways, hey guys, Sax226 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Ball Z, the Legacy of Goku 2. Last time we completely skimped out on Hercule and made our way to Capsule Corporation. In the process, we helped out Bulma repair one of the scouters she retrieved from Planet Namek and Frieza's troops, and we also put a spy from a opposing corporation behind bars for trying to leech on capsule development tech. Now that we've got the scouter in tow, we can continue working on a ever-growing database of creatures, animals, people, and enemies that we come across, and it's pretty neat. Even if it's something that we can't directly interact with, we can still scan it. So, like the squirrel here, I'm not surprised it's at 1 HP. I mean, think about how easily it was for Goku to knock them out in the first game. I'm not completely surprised. Though one thing that's really neat about the scouter, if you scan a character and they come up with question marks, chances are they're probably a playable character. And the main reason for that is, most things that you scan, it gives you a fixed value of their max HP and their fixed stats. Because the player characters are constantly changing, that is not something that will come up when they are scanned. So, fair enough, there are ways that the scouter can improve over time. I'll be honest, I still don't know how I'm going to be using the scouter as the playthrough goes on. I might be scanning people constantly, I might not. I'll work it out as I go along. For now, I think I'll just be scanning people then and again, because there'll be a few things here and there that I might be at risk of missing. Also, I can't get through the gate to the mayor's house, but that's not important at the moment. What's important is scanning this homeless guy and going to the Big Mouth, which is the restaurant here. Because we need to work on getting that open face club sandwich for Hercule. And, well, popularity isn't really bustling much today. That's a bit concerning. How are things today? Sorry kid, can't be bothered right now. Okay, what's the issue, Floyd? The newspaper stand's closed. Okay. Can't start my day off without the morning paper. Okay. Won't make one of his world famous sandwiches without a morning paper. Managed to find it. Don't tell me. In order to get that open face club sandwich, we've now got to go on a fetch quest chain. This is the one thing I am not too thrilled about with Hercule's involvement in this early part of the plot. Is it turns getting a sandwich into a ridiculous chore. Now what, while we're here, let's scan Hercule. Might as well. Scan Hercule. He's got question marks. Fantastic. There's the mayor. There's a girl. There's a slightly differently dressed man. There is a woman there. Okay. Let's head to the newsstand and see if we can find out why Floyd didn't get a newspaper delivered. Oh. Hello, ma'am. Just gonna casually scan you. I promise I won't be as... If you're looking for today's newspaper, forget about it. Just about to pick one up when he ran off here. Something about a school bus. The nerve. School bus? Actually, come to think of it, there is a school right above here. So first things first, there are plenty of NPCs around, so I think NPC-wise I'm going to stop scanning them as much, and I'll try and do it between episodes, I think. Enemies, there'll be a little bit more focus. But this is the school. I'm noticing, are they locked up today? Appears to be nothing of interest inside. West City ABC. No teachers or anything, that's concerning. Was there anything more the woman could tell me, actually? I'm curious about that. You realize I knew how to newspaper. Oh dear. Random NPC talking about being a avid user of capsules. I'm happy with that. It adds immersion. Okay. Squirrels, yes, yes. Oh. I want a pet dog. Sure, you can have whatever you... I recognize you from... One of our classes went on a field trip. Oh dear! The bus was heading to Gingerton. I remember mentioning that. Someone needs to save them. Okay. Okay, please don't bother me right now. I have a missing son. No, I suppose it's on a field trip and something terrible happened. So this guy is the newspaper stand operator. Okay, fair enough. Please don't bother me right now. I have a missing son. Okay. Alright, we have a chain of events. We have a situation on the rise. Hello there. There's been a terrible accident. The front axle of the bus must have been broken. I lost control of the bus and it went careening off a cliff. And in the chaos, I've lost 4 of the... Oh dear. Alright guys. This is the state of affairs with our quest line. We need to find the missing kids. In doing so, we can get the son to the newspaper stand operator. That means we can get a newspaper off to the big mouth. And that means we can then get an open-faced club sandwich to Hercule. We have a long chain of questage going on. Let's see what we can do. Let's explore every nook and cranny we can. And hey, look, a gold capsule. Always good to find those as we go. But yes, main thing I'm going to be focusing on is going to be progressing things and only scanning unique people I come across. I will scan the wolf here just because they're going to have a much different health value compared to the boss one that I fought that Newman threw out of the capsule. Now we're level 6, fantastic. Also, we're in a Blackwater Mist area. Always important to note. Next thing I want to scan it would be anything else we come across that's new. So, also this is, dear, no thank you. No thank you. Health please. Don't want to be wasting cookies this early on. I think I can avoid doing that. Okay, come here. Get your attention. Okay, come here. All good. Snakes. How much health are we working with on you guys? 35. Okay. Not too intensive by comparison. But the great thing is, because you can see your point values and the amount of damage you're doing, it gives you a good gauge for how well you're doing against these enemies. There is a path going left, and there is a path going right, I think? No, that's a dead end going right. Okay. Alright, so let's go this way. What can we work out? Wolf over here. And then an elbow bend here. This looks a bit closed off. One of the kids is here. There we go. That's one of the missing boys found. Did the bus driver tell you I was out here? There we go. 1 down, 3 to go. Let's work on getting some more of that health back though. And then they give me an itchy. It's all good. In the end of the day, it all just helps me deal with more of the wolves. Using more of my energy is going to really help. And also I'm level 7 now. That's going to also be intensive. Whoa, that is a big energy ball. Thank you. Okay. Now I believe up is going to lead to more paths here and there. Yeah, one of the kids is surrounded by wolves. Let's get him out of the situation. That seems like a good plan. I feel like a superhero at the moment going through all the situation here, Gohan, running around in a suit of armor. And that's one thing I have to keep thinking about is Gohan's doing all of this still in the Saiyan armor. Hasn't changed into his Piccolo clothes or anything. But I mean, hey, like, if it works, it works. The armor's pretty good protection. I don't actually... It's funny, the armor doesn't physically change anything for Gohan, but it does look nice. And I do like that we get a lot more use out of it. Because it was an aesthetic that I think worked pretty well for Gohan. Anyways, 2 kids down, 2 to go. Get back here, come on. Health please, health please. That's energy. That's also energy. Alright, so now we're on the other side of the break and we got the ladybugs up here. Alright. Thank you. And that's Yajirobe. Howdy, partner. Much higher health? What are you doing down here? Korin sent him over to give us a gift. Fantastic! There's our first Zenzu beam for the game. Refill our health and energy, and we can access them from the inventory. Now, how many did he give us? That's the thing I want to know. Because they come in limited supply, and we can, again, only hold 3 of them at a time. So, we want to use them wisely. I probably am not going to use them much, if at all. Main thing I'm going to be focusing on is scanning tiger bandits. Main thing I'm going to be focusing on is only using them if it's absolutely necessary. So for example, when we're up against major plot bosses. So the cave-in has caused the road up to Ginger Town to be completely filled. Also, that means that we're going to have to keep going further around to try and find where the other kids are. Because it doesn't look like that rubble's going to be breaching anytime soon. Also, there's a cave over here. Seems like a pretty safe place. Hang on. Hello there. Hello. Dangerous out here, so you hid in the cave. Good move. Good move. Staying safe is a good move at this point. Alright. Thank you. Okay, level 8. Fantastic. Another decent boost to stats. Okay. And making our way across the rubble and the road. There we go. Across we go. More of the rock slide. Yeesh, that is getting a bit ridiculous. And we got a flight circle over here. And that's where the bus is. Very lucky she didn't get hurt there. Bus was stuck on the cliff and the friends got out, but she was the last one stuck in there. There we go. That's all the kids rescued. Fantastic. Of course, the road is capsized here, which means the rubble's going to have to be cleared before anyone can be taking the roads. Also, we've got a massive snake infestation. I mean, it's like... Gohan's dealt with worse. We've dealt with worse. I mean, I feel like the crab infestation from East District 439 last game is a bit worse, but I mean, that also wasn't a bus incident as well. Regardless, we're done here on the West City Highway, which means we can go back to the bus driver and let him know that everyone's safe. Which is also good because it means that we can let the newspaper stand owner know that things have been rectified and we can go on our merry way. Which is pretty awesome. So, let's make our way back down, over to where things were capsized. Jeez, I hate those lasers. There's no way to cancel them. And there we go, now we can go talk to Larry the bus driver. That's all of them, no one's hurt, and we got them all out of there safely. So before we keep going back, let's have another save, and let's go talk to Miss Strickland. Wherever she's gone, okay. Kid's just having a wander in here. Oh, I don't want to chase after you, sorry. Capsule Corporation action figure. I mean, like, if you can merchandise it, I'm sure it's worth you. Hang on, I'm back in the middle of West City. Okay, Miss Strickland. The bus driver said we saved all the children. No, you're not gonna lose your job. There was nothing you could do. You did the best you could and you stayed calm in a time of panic. Anyways, thanks. No worries, Clarence. Sure, Hercule didn't... Really? Really? The irony! Oh, the irony, Clarence! You have no idea. Foreshadowing, my goodness. Anyways, with that, we can head down to the Big Mouth and we can take, take Lloyd's newspaper. Which is pretty good, because I think after all of that, a little bit more normalcy would be great. Okay. All said and done, that's today's newspaper. Here is the Open Face Club sandwich on the house, completely free. How does one describe that? Hercule's favorite sandwich. I feel like Hercule's the kind of guy who takes the same approach with Open Face Club sandwiches as Australian steak with a Parma. For those who don't know, Parma being a chicken parmesan. If you go to any new restaurant or bistro that serves a Parma, your Parma is your standard to see what the quality is like in terms of the overall quality of food. You order the Parma, you know what you're in for the rest of it. Anyways, now that means we can take Hercule, his, I nearly said Parma, Open Face Club sandwich, and now the parade can get started. We have the happy music! What now, Hercule? Eyes of the... Is that a pun on Eye of the Tiger? I think that's a pun on Eye of the Tiger. Eyes of the Lion really inspires me. It's such a classic song. If you want to fight, look into my eyes. I've got the eyes of the lion. I'll beat you up with even trying. The eyes of the lion. Really? the music place over here, so I mean it's worth a look. Wait, no, that's the circuit shack. Where's the music place? Where's the record place? Oh, it's just above me. Cool. Alright, so I wasn't too far off. West City is very easy to get confused by. Even though it's very square, I should be taking better use of the map. It's been too long, so I really shouldn't assume I know where everything is. Do you have Eyes of the Lion by Silver Spider? I feel like that's a pun as well. I feel very ignorant. It's terrible. Okay, I'm glad that, yeah. Well, I want to check the antique store. You mean the one that Merv runs? Hang on a minute. The guy who we got the autograph for his son? Oh, her husband runs an antique store. That's kind of hilarious. We got his son an autograph, and now he's gonna get us, potentially, ideally, hopefully, Hercule his favorite song to play, West City Antiques. Okay, what do we got going? A bunch of pots and pans, and there's a back room, and there's records everywhere. Can we just have a look? There's packaging foam and stuff. No, nothing we can really examine. Alrighty, as well ask. I'm looking for Eyes of the Lion by Silver Spider. Yeah, as opposed to, I don't know, Black Stone? No, it wouldn't be. I don't know. Let's see, Eyes of the Lion, here it is. You can have it free because I can't imagine anyone paying for it. I'm sure Hercule would make you a mint with that. Marv, you should not take this lightly. You could be rich off this solely because of the fact that Hercule wants that song. Anyways, hilariously, you can actually play Eyes of the Lion in the menu. Which means you can literally saunter into the middle of West City playing the music that Hercule wants to be playing during his parade for the kind of entrance that Hercule would want. This song, I do not like this song. And unfortunately, this is not the last we will hear of it. It is kind of the meme of this game. And with that, we finally, after all of that, get access to Piccolo. Sometimes you can't rely on just yourself. You have to set pride aside and let someone else take care of things. Anytime you find an obstacle you can't overcome, it might be a good idea to let someone else try. And with that, Piccolo is now playable. Save points are also used to change character. Piccolo is now available and we can select him from the save point. The day's festivities have released Piccolo from his Fortress of Solitude. He joins the battle next time on Dragon Ball Z.